In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Unreal Engine's powerful particle system called Niagara. It's basically an advanced tool for creating visual effects ranging from dust to explosions that you often see in games. So I'll start by simply right-clicking and go to Effects, and here you will see two options: Niagara Emitter and Niagara System. So the difference is that Niagara System is something that we can spawn in Unreal Engine's world, and it can contain one or multiple Niagara emitters. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create Niagara System. And now we can see the library where you can find a variety of particle templates. They can be used as a good starting point for your project. You can also find an empty canvas here, but I will just go and use this template, and I'll call it Introduction. Okay, so now that we've opened our system, I'm going to give you a brief walk through the interface layout. So here in the center we have the node graph. This is where all the logic happens. You can define the particle behavior and interactions through the node-based system. It's quite similar to the material editor. Right under a graph, you can find the timeline that shows the lifetime of your particles from the moment they were created to the moment they disappear. So I'm just gonna pause it here so you can see our particles. If you look at the left side of the screen, you can see a preview panel. So this is where you can visualize your particle effects in real time, and whatever modifications you do here, you will be able to see them in preview panel. You can hold left click and rotate, and you can hold right click to kind of zoom in and zoom out. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is that in our graph, when you try to zoom out, you can zoom out quite far, but when you try to zoom in, you can't go past the scale 1 to 1. So to zoom in even closer, what you can do is hold Control, and you can zoom in all the way up to 7. So moving on to the right side, you'll see Details panel. It's where you can view all of the parameters associated with the selected node or emitter, and you can kind of adjust various settings here. So going back to what emitter is, it's essentially a source of all of your particles, and within this emitter you can create different modules, and each of them will define how, when, or how many of them spawned and your particles behavior. If you want to create a new emitter, you can simply right click anywhere on a node graph. You can create an emitter from the content, or you can create a completely empty emitter like that. So I'll just show you a quick how the parameters work. So if you click on spawn burst, it's really good for quick effects, and if you go to property here, you can see that you can adjust the spawn count and spawn time. So I'll try adjusting spawn count. Okay, if I change it to 5, it becomes very subtle and makes our effect very small. And then if I, let's say, make it 1000, it becomes very chaotic. So this is all for today's video. Thanks for watching.